Some things are taught, but some things are caught. And I hope you're catching this, ladies, because if you want to be and stay married, you got to reconsider a lot of things that you're hearing on the internet. Surround yourself with women that got some wisdom. Surround yourself with women who have happy husbands and don't mind making them happy. That matters. All right. Welcome back to Before You Do with Verlyn. I am your favorite premarital coach and an auntie you didn't know you needed. And today we're going to have a different type of chat. We're going to talk about being very practical in marriage. Lots of times we hear things about being romantic, keeping romance alive, date night, things like that. However, there are other ways that we can make each other happy in addition to, again, being practical. And what do I mean? Something practical. Using manners. That's something that I've seen, especially out in public, that we've gotten away from. A simple please, a simple thank you, a simple I appreciate that, excuse me, right? These are very practical ways, but these small practical things add up to bigger things. And what I notice is there's a lot of talk on the internet, right? And I hear conversations about keeping the man happy and keeping the woman happy. And what I hear mostly is this: well, he ought to keep himself happy. Happiness is a person's own responsibility. And I agree to an extent. I absolutely agree that before you even consider being married, you should be happy. I agree that before you get married, you should be happy with yourself and with your own company. However, I don't think that negates the fact that when you hook up with somebody, you should still consider their happiness. You can't be just, well, make yourself happy. I'm going on with my life. I don't know where the thought process is coming from, right? Why would you marry somebody if you don't intend to make each other happy? It is understood that it is our own responsibilities. However, what's the point? If you're just marrying this person so you can be in your own world and say, hey, you keep yourself happy and I'm going to keep myself happy, like that doesn't even make sense. However, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Before you go into marriage, you should be happy with yourself and by yourself. However, in order to complement each other, which is the point of getting married, you should have some intent that, hey, yes, I want to make him happy. What is going on? Why would I want to be married to a man that I love and care about and not care about his happiness and feel that he's responsible for his own happiness and that I have nothing to do with it? Come on, let's be practical. We're not even talking about being romantical. I know that's not a word, but it just fits with practical, romantical. And so anyway, I'll give you an example of doing things that are practical, not romance induced, but just stuff that we do because it's a good thing to do. My husband makes sure that I always have gas. I never go to the gas station. As a matter of fact, I don't even know what side the gas tank is on. I shouldn't wear that as a badge of honor, right? It's nothing romantic about making sure that there's gas in my truck. Absolutely not. However, you know what my husband tells me, or he told me years ago, that he never lets me pump gas. He said, because first of all, my husband finds me attractive. So he said the same way he found me attractive, he realized that other men will find me attractive too. And so he's not going to send me to the gas station pumping gas for another man to see me attractive and say, hey, what's a pretty little lady like you doing out here pumping gas, right? Because he said that's his job. He doesn't want another man doing his job, okay? That's practical. Nothing romantic about that. Men are territorial, okay? In case you don't know. And so he understands that men are out hunting. And he doesn't want to give anybody an excuse or open a door for me to be hunted. So that is practical, not romantic at all. I fix his lunch or fix his meals or make sure he has something to eat. Why? Because I don't want to send him out hungry. Very practical, nothing romantic about that. Why? Because he might be somewhere looking hungry, right? Because he doesn't have any lunch packed or anything like that. And somebody else, oh, I got a little extra biscuit. Oh, I can share my lunch with you. Would you like a sandwich? No. I'm making sure that my husband is fed and taken care of at home. So, again, these are practical ways that we look out for each other. All right. We have to think about the fact that keeping our spouse happy, we do have some responsibility with that. We should not have the attitude that they are responsible for their own happiness all by themselves. If that's the case, why did you get married? You would not need each other. You could just be happy by yourself. The point is, again, to complement each other's happiness. I'm hoping that you're getting the point. Being practical keeps happiness in the marriage. Being practical means, yes, I want to help my partner or assist my partner in being happy. I like to see my husband happy. I enjoy doing things that make him happy. Would he be happy without me? I'm sure he could find a way. But since we're together, yes, I'm going to do the things that make him happy. And in addition, he is doing things that make me happy. And they don't cost lots of money. And it's not a lot that's, again, romantic. It's things that are practical. I don't like taking out the trash. Okay. So my husband does that. Something very practical, something I appreciate. My husband opens the door. Whenever we're together, he opens the door to let me in. It doesn't matter if it's a car or a building. He opens the door to let me out. Very practical, not romantic, just being kind every single time. Almost 20 years we've been married. When he opens the door, I say thank you. When he lets me back out, I say thank you. No matter how small or how huge, I use my manners and I say thank you. And he said, you're welcome. Again, we're talking very practical things. Even though we say, okay, this is your job, I still say thank you. When he brings in a bag, if I'm walking into the house and he sees me with groceries or bags, he comes to the door, he grabs them from me to help me. I say thank you. The fact that he comes and takes them or helps me with the bag, that's very practical. Even if he's sitting and doing something, he'll jump up and he'll come and help me. These are very practical ways that we make each other happy. It seems that society has gotten away from being kind, being practical, being considerate. And we have this you owe me, what are you bringing to the table, what you going to do for me attitude, when in fact, in order for anything to work, you are serving each other in practical ways, romantic ways, financial, however you want to look at it. It's about doing things together. It's about doing things with the other person's best interest, not just me, me, me. Other practical ways. When I'm going out, if I'm going to pick up lunch or I'm going to pick up anything at the grocery store, something very easy to do. Do you want something while I'm out? No big deal. It's not romantic, but it is practical consideration. I'm going out. I know you're going to be home. Can I get you something? That's very small, but in a way, it's very huge because just like little things that are annoying add up, little things that are appreciative or little things that are helpful, little things that are nurturing, little things that are considerate, they add up to bigger things. Because when I think back at the end of the day and I practice gratitude, I can always think of ways that my husband did things for me and helped me out that I can give thanks for, whether it was opening the car door, taking the bags from me when I came in, coming outside. If I didn't have an umbrella and he sees me coming in the rain, he'll come outside with an umbrella. Very practical, right? But very considerate. And it causes me to be very appreciative. Again, all these small things add up. And we have to really consider what we're listening to. All the talk in the ear about don't make him happy. He's responsible for his own happiness. Ladies, if you want to be and stay happily married, some things you just got to kick out your brain. It is okay to see and ensure that your man or your husband is happy. Yes, he's responsible for his happiness, but what are you there for? Just to say, hey, be happy yourself. Hey, you better make yourself happy. Like, who does that? No, you're there to complement, bring your happiness to his happiness. And when you are happy with yourself, you don't mind making somebody happy, or you don't mind helping to aid in someone else's happiness. And that's what I think I hear. So many women are saying, well, he's responsible for his own happiness. That attitude alone makes me wonder, are you happy with yourself? Because when you are truly happy with yourself, you love to see the people around you happy. And what does that look like? It means you're doing things that you know make them happy, not because you feel this is a drudgery, because the happiness in yourself pours out. And maybe that's what we need to look at. When you hear these women with the head rolling and the finger up, saying how that man knows he better keep himself happy, you have to look and say, is she happy with herself? Because I'm happy with myself. I want to see any and everyone around me happy. Why? I don't have anybody in my circle that I don't like or that I don't rock with. And so, yes, I want to see my husband happy. I want to see my children happy. And I do things to ensure that they are happy. So please, make sure you're happy yourself so that when you get married, you will want to help that man stay happy and you won't be sitting somewhere talking about he can make himself happy. Hello, I promise you. And I know people don't want to hear this, but it is what it is. When you have that attitude, I promise you, there is another lady out there who is willing to do whatever it is to make your man happy. So you better wake up and lose these attitudes. Remember, you're going to reap what you sow. And the attitude, you don't want to reap that. You want to reap an attitude of gratitude. You want to do what it takes, not just for him and not just for you, but for your marriage, for your relationship. That's what it's about at the end of the day. I hope you're hearing me. I might be teaching because some things are taught, but some things are caught. And I hope you're catching this, ladies, because if you want to be and stay married, you got to reconsider a lot of things that you're hearing on the internet. Surround yourself with women. They got some wisdom. Surround yourself with women who have happy husbands and don't mind making them happy. That matters. All right. Make sure you visit my website, verlyntarlton.com. In addition, let me tell you, I'm really excited about some programs coming up. But first, please make sure you like this video. Please make sure you subscribe. And please make sure you share this out with 2 or 3, 4 or 5 friends. That would be greatly appreciated. I have some programs coming up, some containers, and we're going to be dealing with ladies who feel like you haven't been seen. All right. Maybe you need a little boost of confidence. And I'm developing these courses and I'm really excited because there's one thing I know, and that is how to get and keep a good man. And I'm going to be sharing that with you. In the meantime, thank you for joining me and may you experience extraordinary love. Bye for now.